Hello, good morning, welcome in everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message. These energies are intense, these energies are challenging, so let's get into it today. We've got the Sun conjunct the North Node, so this is really a crucial period for the collective when it comes to self-discovery, to spiritual growth, and an alignment with our soul's purpose. We also have Venus entering into Aries. And so there's a lot of relational self-discovery going on. And many people are questioning mainstream relating models and where to go, right? Many of us are in this state of reinventing ourselves and all of our relationships. And so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to like the videos, comment on the videos, share the videos. It helps to circulate the content. It helps the channel to grow, and it lets me know that you like the messages that I'm putting out there. So please feel free to do that. I just feel these energies leading into the eclipse on Monday, April the 8th, are bringing about a lot of opportunities to go through some very cathartic experiences that will align us with our soul's purpose and our destiny. And so we're in a powerful period of like cosmic energies right now, where we are being encouraged to step outside of our comfort zones, to embrace any challenges that are coming up. And I do feel like we're at a significant pivot point on the journey where we are, face to face with some type of confrontation connected to our life purpose and our destiny. And so these energies are going to bring big changes, and especially with Venus going into Aries. Venus in Aries is in the detriment. It's in the opposite sign that it feels domicile in Libra. And so Venus in Aries is the detriment when it goes through this transit. And so it's going to be challenging, right? We're shifting from Pisces to Aries energy. Venus likes to be nice. Venus is the feminine Venusian energy. It likes to be nice. It likes to be caring. But let me tell you, Aries has no freaking filter. I'm a Mercury in Aries, and I will tell you that I have no filter. I don't care if I hurt your feelings, especially in these challenging energies. I'm a no holds back kind of person. I call it how I see it. And what you do with what I say is kind of up to you, right? And sometimes the truth hurts. And so although the feminine likes to be nice, I think we're tired of being nice. There's a difference between being nice and being kind. So I think there's like a deep desire demanding freedom. And it's all over this 4B movement. And I think the feminine collective has had enough. The Venus energy, we want peace in our lives. We want peace. But with Aries in the Venus energy mixing together, that's the energy of war. And so I feel there's a lot of paradoxal energies coming up. We have a unique opportunity to create a solution that's going to work for us, because Aries is all about the self. And so it's going to be very uncomfortable for us to work through these energies coming up here. It's going to bring forward some interesting challenges. I'm already in the throes of these challenges. It's going to create maybe new doorway opportunities to learn something new. Basically, these energies are pushing us to find our inspiration to do things differently, to go our own way, and to question the mainstream standards within society. I'm all done with the norms. I'm all done with the status quo expectations. And so Venus in Aries is like, I'm all done being the exception to the rule. And so I just feel we need to explore different ways of being in relationship to ourselves, being in relationship to others. I do feel many of us are exploring different value systems, ethic systems, different ways of perceiving wealth, manifesting abundance, and inspiring us to discover paths that work well with us, with what we're building for New Earth. And so we are tapping into new possibilities that likely aren't taught to us in mainstream education systems, or modeled to us throughout the generations that we've been connected to. And so I just feel we are on the precipice of observing our fears, Fears are going to emerge. Fears always get triggered when we have the opportunity to break free from something toxic or to break free from something that is comfortable. And when we're being pushed to step outside of the box, we do have to observe these fears. Change is terrifying. Change is scary, but there's nothing scarier than staying stuck somewhere. You don't belong. You're not received. And so right now, there's a lot of fears surrounding perceived losses. And this could be stemming around your individuality, freedom, independence. And so the energy really is about what do we want to invest in building in the future? Do we want to keep recreating the same negative cycles, the same negative connections, or we do have a chance here to practice creating something new? If we make space for the new, we need to be willing to make space for the new. And so how can you learn to better identify and express your needs and your desires, all while observing your fears and everything that is happening around you? And this really is a pivotal point, I feel, collectively, where we are no longer going to compromise what it is that we want connected to our authenticity. So let's jump in with some cards. Let's start off with a little love note from the universe on love and connection, because the Aries Libra axis is all about relationships. And look at that on the top of the deck. Create space for new love. 6:15 on the timer. That's interesting. My sun sign is in Taurus. 6 degrees 15. So we can choose love or we can choose toxicity, right? So that's kind of like the energy of the Lovers or the Devil card. And so societally speaking, if that's a word, I'm not sure. We have been in the devil energy, right? We have been in these toxic belief patterns. We've been chained to things that are unhealthy, in these trauma bonded connections, and even with the government and the education system, not just people. And so we're breaking free from these old, outdated structures. So let's get into it and let's see, do something new. Do something different. And so I think we're all here to leave behind footprints of our journey, footprints of love, like Jesus did, footprints in the sand. And so it's so easy for us to quickly judge when we are not tapped into the unseen. And so somebody here is being asked to be a legend. And then the older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile. And so I think we are skipping timelines here. We are jumping timelines where we are encouraged to do something new, to do something different. So create space for the new. Let's get a couple of these cards and then we're going to go deeper in with the tarot today. Messages for the collective. Keep in mind this energy reading is not sign specific, although I will call out zodiac signs and energies that you may or may not be dealing with. And sometimes we need to understand the good is hidden, right? So please feel free to check out the membership side of the program. There is the channel. There is an option to join the membership side of the channel if you'd like to be a channel member. Please feel free to head on over there and check it out. I'd love to have you join us on the other side. And also, if you'd like to book a reading, feel free to check out the webpage. Okay. You will find what it is that you're seeking. Sometimes the good is hidden. Sometimes there's like a blessing in disguise and we don't see the forest through the trees until we're on the other side of a cathartic release. And so you do have options, meaningful options. So you are being encouraged to rock on. Karma is definitely on your side, I feel. So you need to just trust in the energy. So find the good in whatever is going on right now, right? And so we're all being challenged. And so I feel like the universe is always there to support us in these challenging times. I feel there could have been like a shocking revelation, a Sherlock Holmes energy. And so the clues are always there for you to discover what is hidden, but you also have to be consciously aware and to pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. So find the good in whatever it is that you're going through, because sometimes the blessing in disguise isn't revealed until after the cathartic release. And so you will always find what you are seeking. And so the journey really is about aligning with your truth, becoming who you truly are. And so if you haven't found your authentic truth yet, I do feel chances are it's coming, right? There's a new revelation coming forward. And then that you have options is meaningful. Rock on. So I feel gratitude for every moment, right? Gratitude for the lesson is really important, because somehow when we go into the unimaginable depths of this cathartic release, it can be really hard to convey what we're feeling, right? And so somebody is in the profound depths of some shadow work is what it feels like. And so you need to understand that you have unimaginable importance, right? We are all here. We all have a purpose. We're all important. Everything that we bring forward in this reality is of importance. We all have a message to share. We all have a mission, and we all came here for that. And so I feel if you're receiving any good ideas, just trust those ideas, because karma is definitely working in our favor right now, I feel. And so when we fall in love with life, when we fall in love with ourselves, when we believe in ourselves, that's when it's payback time. And that's what I heard. It's payback time. So if somebody has done you wrong, I think get ready for the scales of justice to be balanced. So karma is on your side. It is justice time. So let's jump in with some tarot. We're going to use the Angel Power Tarot cards, the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Look at karma is on your side. Justice is being served. So somebody here, I think, has fought the good fight for justice and equality, and a ruling will be made in your favor. For me, when the justice comes out in reverse, 1111 on the timer, a past injustice will be made right. So there's that Libra energy. And then we get Aquarian energy, the star. And so somebody here is about to have all of their dreams come true. But you do got to believe in yourself, and you do got to believe that, you know, we are ending a very difficult cycle, a very difficult time period is coming to an end, and it always does get darkest right before the dawning of the new day. And so we are entering into the age of Aquarius. This is the water bearer energy. We also could have somebody here that is becoming a star. So you could be a star, but I feel justice is being served. Karma is on your side. So let's do 9 cards here, and let's see what else needs to come through for a message today. Freedom, right? That's what the star represents, freedom. Freedom, justice, healing, and somebody here I feel is really growing weary is what it feels like. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. But let's see what we got today. We get the 4 of coins in reverse, the 4 of Ariel in reverse. So there's a release for sure. And we get the crossroads energy. We get the 2 of wands. So it is time to make a bold decision, to lay down a long-standing burden. And so I think the energy is very accelerated at this time. Things are moving forward with great speed. And so ask your angels for help. Somebody here is lightening a load, and they are removing blocks. So the 2 of swords in reverse is definitely a release of blocks, maybe of a situation where there is going to be no compromise. I do feel get ready for some harsh, blunt communication over the coming days, and this will create a need to act now, take later. Act now, think later. Act now, think later. It's time to take action, right? We can't stay stuck. I feel there is a lot of challenges, communication challenges. You might need to review a contract or review some documents. I just feel there's 2 people here that have been going head to head, and there's just no resolution. Releasing a situation that I feel maybe has held you back. Maybe you stayed in this situation due to extremes of finances or not having enough. But I feel somebody here is just all done people pleasing others, finding their confidence, to shift their perspective, to be courageous, to make a decision, to maybe go towards taking action towards a specific cause that you're very passionate about. But I feel instinctively just knowing what it is that you need to do. And so all done people pleasing. I feel somebody here knows what they got to do to succeed, and it might require delivering a message that somebody doesn't want to hear, because we can't keep over analyzing a problem. That isn't going to create a solution. And so something here is coming to a dead stop, quite possibly with a Cancer. With the Chariot in reverse, this is emotions all over the place. There's a need to find determination to gain self-control over some emotions. There could be an emotional outburst, but I feel there's a need to acknowledge a situation that you need to walk away from. And the divine is kind of stepping in at this point in time, I feel, to close out a cycle, right? So 5s are challenges. Oh, look at that on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Coins. That was on the bottom of the deck in yesterday's reading. So somebody's luck is about to change. And after all endings do come a new beginning. So there's a major change going on here. There's a decision that needs to be made. And I do feel there's that 5 o'clock. So Piscean energy. And so if we don't release ourselves from that which has been holding us back, then we are going to stay in these states of unnecessary worry, unnecessary fear, lacking confidence, because the devil seeks to keep us divided. And so there is like some type of situation here where maybe somebody made a poor choice. There could be a need to detox from an unhealthy situationship or connection. I just feel a lot of deeply seated emotions are surfacing. And we do need to understand that everything does happen for a reason. So how can you work on releasing regret, releasing guilt, shame, and embracing new opportunities for happiness? Because nobody's coming to save us, right? And so we need to find the silver lining. And so somebody here I feel is so resistant to a new beginning. And there's going to be maybe even a huge loss of fortune if you stay stuck somewhere that isn't serving you. And so that's the overall energy, is the 5 of Michaels. There's a situation here that is not serving you. So how can you release this attachment? How can you release this situation? Because the divine is saying it's time to search for meaning in your life. It's time to consider an alternative path, an alternative approach. And it's time to surround yourself with wise friends, wise teachers, divinely guided connections. And so I feel the divine is kind of bringing something to a dead stop here, because there's some type of unhealthy situation, and we do need to consider taking a more uplifting approach. So what is it that you need to detox yourself from? Is it an unhealthy relationship? Because I do feel something here is closing out. So let's clarify the 5 of Michael. Let's clarify that. There's that injustice. So there is karma on your side. So release something that isn't serving you. It is time to fight for justice. It is time to fight for equality, for rights for all of us. Do not give up. It always gets darkest before the dawn. Do not give up, because there is a brand new opportunity here, but you might have to be clever. You don't want to be so kind that you forget to be clever. You don't want to be so clever that you forget to be kind. But I feel an excellent opportunity is being offered to us in this moment of time as we go through this eclipse portal, for us to maybe pursue a new area of education, to pursue a new path for work. It's just time to get to work. It's time to get to work, and you need to trust that the universe will provide you what it is that you need. So there's like an internal struggle going on here. There's a challenge that needs to be withdrawn from, resolved. There's something here that is creating like a power struggle or drama in your life. And maybe you've had a lot of patience in trying to deal with this, but I feel a final judgment call is being made. It's time to walk away from a situation where I think you've stayed quiet about it for a long time. You might need to just forgive it all, forgive the past, but we are starting a brand new life cycle here. We are in the process of massive global soul retrieval, soul awakenings. And so how can you bring in relief into your life by facing any challenges that are coming up and having patience with yourself as you go through this internal struggle? I'm curious to what this blunt, challenging communication is, because I feel somebody here has just been so analytical. Maybe there's been so many mistruths. There's a storm brewing here for sure. And then we clarify that with the Knight of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords in reversed, and the World. And so there's kind of like a 10 of Swords in reverse at play here. I think the worst has already happened. And there's a lot of guilt and regret that needs to be released. Any feelings of guilt or regret need to be released. They really are kind of wasted emotions. They serve a purpose for some transmutation energies. But we all have the ability to create a happy ending for ourselves. So there is something coming full circle. We are in a portal of spiritual growth, spiritual insights, spiritual awakenings. And so we kind of got to cut out what isn't meant for us to refocus our thoughts, to regain control of our lives and focus on the outcome that we do want rather than focusing on the outcome that we don't want, because then we're going to keep recreating that negative outcome. And so we're on a path of a lot needs to be accomplished, I feel, with the Knight of Coins. So Virgo energy is trustworthy, is understanding, is devoted, and sometimes funny. I'm a Virgo moon. I can sometimes be a little bit funny. I'm not always OCD and strict like that. But we do have to be detailed with our manifestations, with our plans moving forward. And we have to be willing to plant the seeds and put in the work. And so I do feel there is a Queen of Cups coming through. Ooh, and a Queen of Aerials. There is like a feminine energy coming through here that is all done with the past. So we get a Queen of Cups, a Queen of Coins, and below this Queen energy is a Four of Wands in reversed with an Emperor reversed. So karma is on your side. If somebody did you dirty in the past, don't worry, they're going to get theirs. Everybody always gets their karma. My grandma told me that. You might not be around to see it, but trust me, everybody gets theirs. It's not up to you to manifest karma playing out. It's up to you to bring your life into balance. And so follow your heart first and foremost. That's what the Queen of Cups does. She's kind, she's understanding, she's compassionate, she's giving, she's psychic. She oftentimes self-sacrifices for her love of family and home. And there is somebody here, I feel, that is grounded, stable, receiving trustworthy psychic information, that knows how to nurture herself, that knows how to nurture the ones that she loves. And so we could have a business owner here. This is a very mature, practical, generous queen coming through. And she can make anything beautiful, anything. So there's somebody here that does give practical, wise advice, trustworthy psychic information. And I just feel we've got a feminine here all done with the past. So this could be releasing twin soul energy, twin soul separation. I just feel like a release of an illusion from the past, because the Emperor in reversed doesn't have a pot to piss in, cannot offer stability, is not efficient, is not loyal, is not dedicated, does not know how to take charge of a situation. And so I think we're in a 4B movement for sure, where a lot of divine feminines are saying, I'm all done. If you're coming at me with the Four of Wands reversed, Emperor reversed energy, you better get to moving, stepping sideways, because there's a feminine here that is coming into, I feel, some abundant rewards. It's a time for celebration for this feminine. You could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm feeling Pisces, Taurus energy. But there is a need to release yourself from a burdensome situation, or maybe some type of twin flame illusion or twin soul confusion illusion, because I do feel there's been delays when it comes to a new beginning, because somebody needs to release the past. There is a major change in direction coming forward, and there is a realignment. So this eclipse is bringing in illumination. We thrive when we are in our authentic power. And so in order to thrive through authentic power, we do have to rewrite our thought patterns. And it does require shifting out of negative thinking to positive thinking, which is a lot of work. But we are here to inspire success. And so there's an important rebalancing taking place, I feel, in the energies. And it might feel like the rug is getting pulled out from under you. But I do feel something here is coming to a dead stop. So what's coming to a dead stop? Let's clarify that, and then we'll close off the reading. We get a King of Cups. We get a King of Swords in reversed. And we get a Knight of Swords. And so I just feel what's coming to a dead stop could be a relationship with somebody that, you know, doesn't have rational thinking, has a lack of ambitious motivation. We've got a masculine here that is very withdrawn, that is not trustworthy, that, you know, lacks high moral, principled values, I feel. And so I think something is coming to a dead stop when it comes to some type of relationship or past relationship that maybe you've clung to that's already ended. But I feel clarification is coming. I do feel it's time to move quickly. It's time to choose logic over emotion. I think there's something coming to a dead stop, which is going to create sudden changes, sudden movement. So how can you search for the silver lining? I do feel there's somebody around you that maybe you've been really patient with. And there's a challenge here that there's no resolution in sight. So if you're the one receiving trustworthy psychic information, trust that advice and follow it, run with it, because the divine is saying it's time to consider an alternative path. So let's get a closing message from Spirit. Subtle cues may have already been telling you what somebody's words are not. So if words are not matching actions, that is manipulation. So you definitely need to get honest with yourself about what is going on here. So let's get one last message. If a relationship doesn't last, then that's the universe telling you it was never meant to. So let go of the past. We're not going back there. We're going forward. And so pay attention to the words and actions of others. If words and actions do not align and do not match, that is called manipulation. And so I feel there is the ending of karmic relationships, because we are on the pathway towards divine partnerships, divine unions. And so a divine partner is a love like you will have never known before. But we first have to clear the pathway, and we need to get honest with ourselves about what is not divine, what is not healthy, and what is not supposed to be in our lives. And so how can you adopt a healthy state of mind and free yourself from any illusions right now? Because there is a lot of mental clutter. There is a lot of cathartic purging going on when it comes to these negative influences. And so Spirit is there to offer you the guidance that you need, but you do need to open your mind and ask for help, because there is a situation here that is very unhealthy, and the universe is saying it's time to move. And that's what I got for a message today. So if you'd like to book in with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.